Hey guys, welcome back to Lynch's Garage. Today we're gonna have to do a little bit of Mother's instant detailer on her because I washed it yesterday. It was kind of cold. I think it was eight, maybe eight. No, it was only five. It was 5 Celsius. Yeah, had it outside, washed it. Wanted to get all the road grime off it from the drive up to Moncton and back. There was a lot of dust on it. So a few little bugs on the front, a little bit on the windshield. What I did, I sprayed each panel down. It's something I do all the time. Spray each panel down with spray nine. Let it sit for, I don't know, 20 seconds, and then I hose it off. It lifts the dirt right off. So that way you're not scrubbing your cloth, your soapy water with all the dirt. So you do that to every panel, the hood, all the side, the back, everything, and the wheels with spray nine, and then hose it off. And it's just less scratches, right? So I did that. Now, when we came out of the car show in Moncton, uh, actually, when we rolled in, we seen a Corvette. We didn't know what year it was, but it turned out to be a 2023. 2023. And a fella and his wife from PEI, I think they got like 12,000 kilometers on it. They bought it brand new. And he wanted to park beside, like I parked way at the end of the parking lot. There was one truck there, and I parked kind of beside the truck, but I had lots of space. And he parked his Corvette right beside me and Bruce. And so we got out, and Bruce got talking to him, and Bruce said, "Hey, I like your Corvette." And this guy said, "I like your car." He goes, "It was my car, and I traded Ron for a Road Glide." So that was cool. But then when we came out, to our surprise, the Corvette was gone, but in front of me was a GTR, like a modern GTR. I don't know what year it was. I think it was like maybe a 2012, a nice dark one. And then over to his left was a McLaren. I'm talking what, $250,000 car. I guess we started a trend by parking way at the end, and all the cool cars were coming over that way. So, but when I got out of the show there, after we were looking at the McLaren and the GTR, I always do a walk around. That's when I just did a walk around, and sure enough, I noticed something right here. It's not very much. It's right on the top of this plastic balance. Like it's right there. I'm pointing to it. I've already cleaned it all up the other day, and I started applying the factory black GM paint, and I'm just going to build it up. I think I can build it up pretty good, and then possibly lightly 2000 bring it down level, and I might be able to make it almost disappear. But that's what happens. I mean, you're going to use the vehicles. That's going to happen. You're going to get stuff flying up from other cars, trucks, whatever. And like my old buddy Wayne used to say, it was me and Alan, I think, on that trip, and we were going cross country on the Highway 14, and we were headed toward the valley. We were just about, I would say, a couple miles before the turn off the Beaver Bank Road, top of the Beaver Bank Road. And I think I was in the lead, I believe, and was following a truck, and I could see the rock, I could see it in slow motion, the rock coming like this, arcing in the air like that, and then went ping right off my front fender, and took a chunk, a good sized chunk out of my front fender. Fuck, really? So, like I told Wayne that later, whatever, that night or next day, he said, "Well, that's just going to happen. The only way you're not going to get any chips on it or anything like that is to park it in your garage and not use it. And then, what's the good of that? What's the good of that? You bought it to use it. You didn't buy it to park in the garage. So that's the kind of philosophy now. I think, things like that will happen as long as there's nothing, you don't want nothing major to happen, but that's for sure. But little things like that's going to happen. So, yeah, so it was a good car show. Real good car show. Let's make sure this thing is still recording. Yeah, it appears to be recording. So, we'll start with I got a couple different rags, polishing cloths, different areas around here. So I'm just going to start with the stripes here, and get that stuff off. Just because I did chamois it down after I washed it. I brought it into the garage here, and I did chamois off most of the water, and that helps. That helps a lot. But the bad thing happened. What happened was I was washing it, and I was near the end of doing it, and I was cleaning up the bucket, like all that, and I had sort of like rubber work gloves on, like light rubber work gloves, so because it was so damn cold outside, and I was washing the car out there in the cold, right? So I came in the garage here, and I took my gloves off, and just tossed them there on the floor because they were soaking wet. And then Bruce happened to roll by on the glide. He wanted to take it out for a spin. He dropped by and got to see the new windshield he put on it. Clockswork windshield, really sharp. It goes up. It's got like a curve. It curves up like that a little bit, and it's taller. I did measure it when we were up at his place later on that day. Yesterday. It is actually 6 inches taller. It doesn't look it, but it is, and it's got that sweep, a little slight sweep, so that it takes the airflow and puts it over your head. So that's good. So being he's taller than me, he needed that because it kind of went over my head. I might have had a little tiny buffeting, just at the top of my head. That's probably where I had it, and it didn't seem to bother me too much. So yeah. There's always gonna be little chips here and there, people, on this thing, but yeah. So that's good. He's got that. That's gonna make the ride a little bit better for him. But when I was talking about the bad thing happen, so do this front balance. What happened? I decided to hoof it up to Bruce's house from here, which actually only took me 20 minutes walking from here, which was pretty good. Some of it was downhill, and then that was good. But as I was walking, getting closer to his place, I noticed on my right hand, where's my ring? Not my ring, it's my father's ring. His high school ring, right? From 1947, or possibly it was 48. Anyway, where's his ring? It's not on my finger. And I'm kind of freaking, because I like that ring. It was my father's, right? So, and going up there for the muscle car meet, and then a couple of beers, stuff like that. And I was kind of worried about it, but then I just said, well, it's got to be there. It's got to be there. It's either out in the driveway. Or it's sitting in the garage. It's got to be in the garage somewhere. right? And sure enough, when I got home, right, I walked into the garage. Sure enough, it was not far from where I dropped the gloves that I had on. So when I hauled the gloves off, me and that ring fits a little loose, right? A little loose. It just hauled the ring right off and dropped on the floor. And of course, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it drop on the floor. So thank God. I don't want to lose that. So my practice from now on, which I do, and I did it right now when I'm detailing or waxing, I take off my rings, all the rings. So I'm gonna have to get in that practice when I watch the car too, because you know you don't want to lose your father's ring, something that means something to you, right? You don't want to lose that. So easy peasy. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So even down here, around this fog light, the black, the chip. There's a little chip on the lens here. That was there from before. I kind of know where most of the little ones are. Yeah, but all in all, she fared very, very well just to get that one little one. And like I say, when you use them, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, so we did that top and the front. So that's it for that rag. Let's keep that right there. Let's grab another rag over here. Over here, we'll grab this one and work down this side. I might have to rearrange the camera here a bit. No problem. I could go in editing and I could do that. But why don't I just do it this way? Easy peasy. Okay, so the show was awesome. I mean, some of the cars there, oh my God, just amazing. We're talking $200,000, $250,000, $300,000 rides here at the Moncton show. Some of them, yeah. There's a local company, car customizer shop, that's in Dieppe, New Brunswick. It's called AJM Classics. I believe that's what it's called, and it's in Dieppe. And they do some high-end builds. And they had a few cars there at the show. And one of them, if you see the video clips I put up, is a green 1970, I believe, 70 Camaro. And the build, oh my God, the money they put in that thing. Unbelievable. The interior, everything. It's just over the top. And I suspect they won some awards there for that one. And I guess they got a showroom that's full of ones they've built. And I've seen pictures of it. And I don't know if they're for sale, or I would imagine if you had the right offer to them, you probably would be able to buy something there. But or you can get something built by them. Who knows? Might be a little waiting list. Who knows to get it done? But they do high quality. I would say better than high quality work. I'd say just as good as any top customizing shop in the United States. Like Dave Kindig and all that stuff. These guys are doing just unbelievable work. And of course, we had another shop there. He's Wayne's Hot Rod and Customs. Let me just move this a bit closer. Yeah, Wayne's Hot Rod and Customs. He's just off Rocky Lake Drive there, close to Waverly Road, and he builds really wicked customs also. And he had a CUDA in the show that he built for, I believe, the owner of is it Carson Exports, Imports, Carson, yeah, Imports, Carson, down on Windmill Road. Yeah, and if you go on to the, so that was an expensive build, I would imagine. If you go on to Carson's site there on Windmill Road, you will see that they have super high-end cars there. I mean, they do sell regular cars too, but if you want a low mileage classic car, muscle car, whatever, could be a Porsche, could be a Ferrari, whatever, you want to check their site out because they've got new stuff coming in all the time, and it's quite something. It's quite something. But I didn't realize that car show in Moncton may not have been at the same venue, but that car show has been going on since 1974. They said 52 years this car show has been going on. And this is only my second time going there, really. I went with Barb a number of years ago. We went, and it was packed, but it wasn't quite. This time it was really, really packed. Of course, we went on a Saturday. I don't know, maybe last time we went on a Sunday when all the crowds, were already done going through, but it was something. Definitely something to see. Something for everyone. If you like trucks, they're there. If you like tuners, the tuners type cars, they're there. Yeah, everything was there. I like the muscle cars myself, and the few drag cars that were there, I like those. Those were awesome, and it was only $13. Well, if you got a military or police discount, or you're a senior or whatever, it was only $13 to get in. Yeah, $13. $13. So, first when I walked in, I'll bring you down here closer. Yes. Yeah. First when I walked in, I seen all the T-shirts there. But guess what? It was the same damn T-shirt I was wearing to the show. The one I got like 10 years ago. I said to the girl, I said, "That's the one you're selling?" "Oh yeah, we had lots left over." I said, "Yeah, but that's from like 10 years ago." I said, it's the same one I'm wearing. So I wanted to buy one, that had Radical Speed Sport on it. I was going to buy another one, but no, I'm not going to buy the same shirt because it was still in great shape. So I didn't buy one from them, but I went downstairs, and sure enough, there was a couple. Obviously, they're from the States because they got quite a lot to sell there. They quite a bit of stuff: hats, T-shirts, stickers, everything. They had everything. Garage memorabilia stuff. They had it all, and so I was looking around. I took 15 minutes. Bruce was waiting there, and he was patient. I just didn't know what to buy. And then I seen a light blue one with a hot rod on it, and it said Bonneville Salt Flat thing, right? Solo Garage or Solo, yeah. And I thought, that's the one I want. So I said to the girl, I asked the girl, I said, "Do you have that in the medium?" She goes, she looks underneath, she hauls one out, and she says, "This is a large." She said, "Let me check the one on display on the board that's pinned up." She checked it. Sure enough, it was a medium. I said, "That's all right." I said, "I'll take the display one. That's fine with me." I'll take the display one. And I did. And that was only $40. It was only $40. Not bad. Taxes in, right? Let's get a new one here. Yeah. Do the top half here. I'll bring you down closer, people. Bring you down. I could stop and edit this, I could do that, but what the heck? Just do it like this. Just do it like that. Okay, now let's do this. Move these up here. Who else? Okay, yeah. Avery, what's his name? Avery Scholl or something? He was there selling t-shirts. Yeah. Wildman, calls them Wildman t-shirts with his image on the t-shirt. And people were scooping those t-shirts up real quick like. And yeah, he was selling those just $40. Yeah. $40. He was on the show with Mike from Rust Bros. Has that big yard there in BC. He was on that show, and he's always in and about, hanging around with him anyway. And he's got his own channel too, but check that out. So yeah, and of course they had the old Smokey and the Bandit stuff there. Burt Reynolds impersonator, the Jackie Gleason and his son impersonator, But what I didn't see was the Sally Field. I didn't see anybody, dressed up like Sally Fields there when she was in the movie. Didn't see that. No. Let's just slide this over here. Just see how we're going to get the back end here. Maybe. There we go. Let's give this a little. We'll give this a little tilt down, people. There we go. See if that works. I got the top done there. I'm just going to do this back end here. Yeah, the couple in the Corvette, like Bruce told them, so you see the plate there, JB Dean. You see, did you know what little bastard means? And the wife started laughing. She goes, "Oh yeah." She said, "Yeah, I figured that out." She said, "I know what that means." That was funny. Yeah, we had a few rubberneckers. They were checking out this car. I tell you, Bruce's old ride. They were checking this sucker out. Yeah, a few people behind us. One funny thing happened. I seen this old couple pull up behind us. As soon as they stopped, the wife looks right at the husband and starts talking to him about, oh yeah, she just read the sign on it, and that was funny. Got to be careful around that little decal. I can't wipe across that. I can just pat it, get some, just make sure it's all smudge free there. Go around this black bow tie, which is cool. Yeah. So like you've seen in one of the clips I put up there, not on the channel, but just as a reel, whatever. It didn't catch much in the catch can, all the way up, all the way back. We're talking 500 kilometers. There was a very thin, super thin, faint mist of oil, which was clean. It looked really clean, and it was just on a little tiny bit of the dipstick. The dipstick on that catch can has like 3 lines on it or something like that. But yeah, I suspect she's running really clean. So I don't know. It's going to take a long time for that to build up any in there. So I have to take it and empty it and whatnot, because these cars are burn pretty clean and stuff like that. So but it's good to have that there because you're stopping the mist from going into the intake. And when you do that, I'll move you down this way. You're stopping the mist from going in the intake, so reducing the amount of mist going in, right in there. So you don't want burning in there, going on top of the valves and whatnot. So I better crank you up here, people. Let's crank you up a little bit. There you go. Now I gotta squeak by here. There we go. Grab a new rag. Throw this one over here. Yeah. Let's go with this one for the back. It's cleaning up good. Just to get a few water spots. That's all you're doing. Get a few water spots on it from washing it. His chamois doesn't get them all. Chamois doesn't get them all, so you might as well do it. And you're not putting much of this stuff on, just a fine little shot of it, right? Yeah. Well, she performed well on the way up and back, I tell you. I think we probably, from the drive previous that we had it on, and then the trip to Moncton and back, it was a total of about 630 kilometers, and I still had a quarter tank left, almost a quarter tank left. So when I stopped at in Truro area to put gas in it, it took $93, but that was high test, right? And it was price pretty steep, but that's all it took. So I suspect this car, if you take it easy, you will get approximately 700 per tank, possibly 700 per tank, which isn't bad. You're talking V6, and that's pretty good. 700 a tank. I mean, yeah, of course, Bruce wouldn't get that kind of mileage on the big V8, 376 V8. Even if he drove it tame, he wouldn't get that kind of mileage, but he should get at least 550. I would expect maybe his tank is the same size as this tank, which isn't large. I'm not sure. I thought it was 16 gallon, but maybe a little bigger than that. I might have checked, but I forget the size of it. Yeah, you want to try to go up and down on these ones. But what I can tell you, if anybody is planning on putting decals on, and you apply it, and you see that you've worked at it trying to get some bubbles out of it and whatnot, and you don't want to ruin the decal, so you just leave it. That's what I did. I had a couple over here above the 3. I had a couple there on the other side, that right around the scoopy part, right around there. I couldn't get out. Guess what? When it's out in the sun, even though it wasn't a super hot day, well, up in Moncton it might have almost hit 12 Celsius. They're gone. They sunk in. They just the heat of the sun will cure some of that. So if you're putting something on and you're worried about it, take it out in the sun. I couldn't do that because I did it in the dead of winter, so I didn't take this outside, and it wouldn't have worked in the ice cold anyway. But yeah, if you're worried about that, let the sun do some work for you. Move you back here. Check your shot. Right there. Yeah, let the sun do the work. And I'm surprised it cleaned it right up. It did say that in the instructions. It said after you put the decal on, you can take it out in the hot sun, and to make it, it's going to bond, flatten, and everything. So it's good. It's good. It's very high quality decal. came from over in the UK. Yep. Let's see what else we got. What else we got to say? Yeah, I opened her up a couple times on the road, just to see how well she'd perform, and yeah, she hauled. When you wanna get buy something, yeah, she'll do it in a hurry. That's for sure. She'll do it in a hurry. Yeah, I think Bruce is. Well, he is taking his out of storage. His SS is coming out of storage today, so he might take it for a blast tonight. And I might take this out, go for a blast with him. Go down the road, maybe scoot out the infield or something. I don't know. And he's also got some walkie talkies, so we can each have yak back and forth as we're putting along. Yeah, that'd be cool. Why not? Yeah, got to get some rides in, even though it's cold. As long as it's not raining. Don't want to go out in the rain. Don't want to go out in the rain. There's some bugs there. Got to get that off. Because I didn't get that when I was rubbing her down, but I got her now. Another one there. Bug. There we go. Yeah, she's back the way I like her. She's back the way I like her. And I'll, like I say, I'll just keep, that came up. I'll just keep working on that little tiny chip up front there. So keep adding a little bit more each day. And with this here, might got a little dirt on. I'm going to delint it. And then I'm going to put some protector on that Bruce gave me. Special auto gel, to protect it some more. And there's a special sponge you apply it with. And I'll do that after. And I might even Rain-X. Not that I'm going to have this in the rain, but I might get caught in the rain. I might even Rain-X this windshield and the back one, like I did the 2 cars out in the driveway. But not bad. Not bad. See, it doesn't take long, and I didn't even use much of that. Might have used a little bit, not much. Not much of that at all. Gonna get you back over here, guys, and if I can get you beyond this, and there, back again. Oh, turn that bright light away from you to blind you. So, thanks for coming back, and I'm gonna post up the last segment of the Moncton Car Show. Speed Sport, Radical Speed Sport. Gonna post that up later today, and I think it's only 12 minutes the last section, but there is some cool cars in it. So like always, guys, I'd like each and every one of you to stay safe out there. You know what I mean. Thunder Road.